Peyton, welcome back. We have made some major changes, man. I'm glad to see you here. We have our own director that can help us out with the show that, and that's wrong.
That's wrong. Okay.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, can we go to a different? He's in there by himself.
Well,
no one's watching him.
He's new. Hey, appreciate your work you did, but that wasn't the right. Wow. Okay.
You're in the Sandlot? Kenan Thompson? I mean, you've been called worse.
I have been called worse, even though I do look like Kenan. I wish I had his money. Yeah, those are.
No, you said that. You said that already.
Those are wrong, Lord.
From Justin. Yeah, no.
So that's what we're talking about.
No, we're not.
I knew you liked that movie.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I knew you liked that.
I can explain.
Don't even lie to me. You have a soft spot for that.
I did vote for Kelly.
Okay.
No,
whoa. Oh, wow. This is
What's happening?
Okay,
what's happening?
We got the wrong camera shot. It's okay. We're doing it.
You're reviewing Paul Blart now.
What's wrong with that? Why can't we not do Paul Blart? Why is there a third? Where's the screen? We had a screen here. Okay, if you're listening, it's okay. We're not bad.
That's the rafters. That's you're pointing at the roof.
There's cobweb up there.
Yeah. You need to bring that down. Okay.
Whoa,
all right.
Hey,
all right.
The magic is back.
That was exhausting.
Woo, man. Well, he's better than that guy we got from Auburn.
Right. It's good to be back.
It is. Why are you wearing kitten mittens?
Hey guys, welcome to What to Watch on 3. I'm back from my vacation.
Yes, you are. Welcome back.
The great Peyton Frowell.
How was Florida?
I'm just kidding. It was great. Got almost sunburnt, a lot of overcast, and when I returned home, it was freezing.
Yeah.
So my skin pulled a complete 180. I have no idea what I'm feeling right now.
No, it's okay. I don't think any of us did. It just came out and hit us from nowhere. I blame Carmen Rose for that. That's right, Carmen. I'm calling you out. Please don't hurt me. Michigan Spartans lost. Anyway, we are talking about something pretty big that's coming out this week. Some sort of big comic book movie. Not sure if
it is DC week here on What to Watch on 3 in honor of Batman and Superman coming out. We're talking about everything DC, including Batman, Superman, Flash, Arrow, Supergirl.
Yeah.
Supergirl.
Gotham's new this week. Just everything DC. If this is your comic books, if you love DC, you're having a great week.
Yeah. and we're hearing a lot of good stuff about Batman and Superman.
Yes, we are.
Coming out.
We are.
All the reviews right now all the early reviewers are very positive about this film. Earlier before the show, I did a lot of research. IMDb, there's not that many reviews. A lot of people aren't talking about it on the big review sites like Rotten Tomatoes, Metacritic. They don't even have scores yet.
Well, it'll be a pretty soon. Yeah. I'll say the later this week, but
that it makes me nervous as a movie buff, because usually when they do that means the movie is usually pretty bad. When they don't let reviewers say. But in this case, I can see why they would do it, because it's a movie so big and they don't want spoilers leaking out.
I think that's what I think it really comes down to spoilers. And
exactly.
I haven't really read any details myself, but I've read a numerous number of topics that this movie could potentially have, or what people say to have. And if it even covers just even half the stuff that I read about, then I'm excited to see it. It's gonna be a long one, 2 hours and 30 minutes, and we are actually trying to prep it together on Thursday when it does do a premiere. Peyton Fretwell and myself, we're gonna go see the movie, and we will have the review later up that night. But we will actually be out there at the Carmike Cinemas with the camera,
bringing it to you live. That's what we get paid to do.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Talking to the people. That's you. Please come dressed in your favorite Batman attire and your Superman.
Why are
your
you
Alfred? I was trying to do Alfred.
Bane? You sounded more like Bane, which is on topic. But
what can you say? Make sure you crash the plane first before you come see the movie.
The Black Tom Hardy, everybody.
Hey, I got nominated. But we'll be out there, so we'll be excited. So we hope to get to see you guys.
Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to seeing everybody wear your most extravagant costume, and we'll come out and still somehow out-nerd people.
Oh, we will.
Yeah.
We will. We
yeah,
somehow
dressed in regular clothes. We still happen to be
I might
the
wear
weirdest.
a tie.
Yeah, which will be strange. That will be your own costume.
It is my own costume. It's my Batman.
We somehow managed to be the weirdest people in the room, no matter what we're dressed in.
We were born for this. That's why we have our own show.
Exactly.
So, in any case, but what are you looking forward to the most about this movie?
I'm definitely looking forward, with Batman and Superman in particular, since we're still on this, I'm definitely looking forward to how they juxtapose. Yes, that's right, juxtapose.
Big fancy word.
I bought my thesaurus on vacation.
Goodness, great. I see that. You've been studying.
yeah.
You don't even have time to watch movies.
I'm excited. I've been reading. They have been talking about all these cameos that are going to be in this film in preparation for Justice League. I'm definitely looking forward to how they juxtapose Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, Aquaman, Flash, Cyborg, all these people that they're supposed to have in this movie without it feeling overcrowded like Spider-Man 3 or Amazing
Spider-Man 2,
yeah. Where they
sorry, Spider-Man, you did bad in 2 movies.
They just cram. Yeah, it's bad that both Spider-Man movie franchises didn't learn the mistake. And then, ironically enough, when Marvel gets the rights to Spider-Man, what do? They put Spider-Man in a movie with, what, 68 characters in it?
But yet, he's the most exciting one that we want to see.
That's the one we're all talking about. So.
But no, actually, I agree with you. There is a lot of characters, superhero characters, not to mention just the characters, other characters that were from the Man of Steel movie that are back. You still got Amy Adams as Lois Lane. Now you got Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. You still have Lawrence Fishburne playing as the new Perry. I mean, you're still setting up a sequel. That's another thing that still gets me. This is a sequel to Man of Steel in some sorts. It's just now they're introducing all the DC characters and elements into it. And so I am excited about it, but at the same time, I'm like, I gotta almost forget, like, oh yeah, there was a movie previous to it.
Exactly, and it's connecting that universe, and I'm hoping, and one of the things I'm excited about with, or what I was excited about with the first trailer, they're taking those flaws that I think a lot of people saw in the first Man of Steel, and they're addressing them in this new film.
That is a very good
and that was a very smart thing for Zack Snyder to do.
Market and how they presented it,
Yeah, and definitely, there are a lot of mouths to feed in this movie. Hopefully, in the 2.5 hours, they don't overcram it. And
not to mention a director's cut. When this movie comes out later this year on Blu-ray and DVD, you got a director's cut that's going to be rated R and it's going to be 3 hours long.
Exactly. So you get 30 minutes worth of extra material.
So you're going to get hopefully a great theatrical cut, and you're going to get even a better unrated cut.
That's going to be a day one purchase for me.
Of course.
They're hyping this thing up to where I was rated R, check. 3 hours long, check. All you need to do is put in, I don't know, a Joker crossover Robin thing,
they're gonna be
some kind of killing joke thing, or death in the family. That
reminds me, do you think this movie, that's been a big thing with Marvel movies, they have the post-credit scenes.
Yes.
Do you think this movie will start that for DC? Will this start, you think there will be a post-credit scene that may tease to Suicide Squad, which comes out in August?
I think it would be a smart move for them to do, just for getting hype, essentially. But I'm worried about if they started to do that, would people consider, oh, they're just copying Marvel? Because Marvel's been doing it for so long, it's become kind of a tradition for you to, like, every Marvel movie I've seen since, I don't know, Iron Man, really, the original Iron Man, when they teased the Avengers. Ever since then, I've always just waited after the credits because I go, wait, something's going to come.
Something's going to happen.
It's going to happen. And you always see the people getting up, and I just feel like they're not real fans.
They're not. They don't understand. Don't get up for this one. If you already sit there for the 2.5 hour movie, just sit there for the credits to see what it is. Even just to see what amazing people have worked on this movie for the last 2 years, to see what they've done. Ben Affleck.
If the movie's bad, I'm getting up and leaving. I don't care what kind of after credit scene. I'm going to be like, this is crap.
No. Trust me, I've been like that before. I was like, why. Part of me is like mad at me for staying that long. The other part of me is just like, well, I've already devoted this time. I'm just going to go. I'm not getting this back. It's not coming back one way or another.
That's how I was with Daredevil when I saw it in theaters. I was so mad what they did to Daredevil.
I saw that 3 times with 3 separate people.
Wow, that's dedicated. That's a fan.
It's not.
That's a fan.
I was drawn in. Because I saw it one time because I wanted to. Then another time because I went with my family, and a third time with my other family. Well, it's the same family, but just different members.
I noticed in those last 2 you did not say because I wanted to.
You.
But yeah, so obviously Batman Superman is the big headliner, but we also have a lot of smaller things that are going on this week, like The Flash and Arrow are coming back.
That's true. New episodes this week. They continue on after the month hiatus. And
on CW.
That's right, CW, and you need to check that out. That's a sister station of ours.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Shameless plug.
We're going to keep on doing it how long we can do it. Yeah, they're coming back. Don't want to give out, well, I guess it's a spoiler alert. For those who've been watching The Flash this season, the last time it was new, you got to find out who Zoom was. So that's a big.
Yeah, we got to find out who Zoom was with Arrow. A lot of stuff's going on with Arrow. It's a mixed bag. Some bad.
Arrow mid-season finale was not, to me, it wasn't bad. The Flash to me is just, it had such a bigger monumental moment leading up to it.
The Flash felt like a mid-season finale.
Yeah.
The Arrow, when that episode went off, it almost made me go, wait, they're going off for a month, right?
Yeah.
And it didn't feel like that. It felt like they were about to say what the next, it felt like they thought that they were going on next week.
Yeah.
It didn't feel strong.
No, it didn't. It was kind of weird because I kind of felt kind of rushed, especially towards, you just have Felicity. It's just like,
it's basically the Felicity show now.
I like how she just got up and just walked away. She's like, I've been paralyzed for half the season.
Oh, yeah.
I can walk now.
Oh man!
Open door.
Yeah. If you haven't watched that clip on YouTube, it's a gem. It's a gem. It's supposed to be this very serious moment, and I was in tears. I was like, of course they did that.
Now you know how I feel when I show you that scene from Still Alice. There's a movie with Julianne Moore called Still Alice.
Great movie.
Yeah, great movie. Wonderful performance. There's a scene, she's a woman that has Parkinson's, but there's a scene in particular I've showed Peyton, I've showed my mom, I've showed other people. It's supposed to be an emotional, powerful scene. I laughed.
On paper, it sounds terribly sad. It's a woman with Alzheimer's, and she can't find the bathroom, and then she ends up going on herself, and it's like, on paper, that sounds heartbreaking. Like, you should be crying in that scene. And then this man shows me, he goes, this is the funniest scene I've ever seen. It's this Alzheimer's woman who can't find the bathroom.
I'm not laughing at Alzheimer's. I'm just laughing at the scene.
We're not laughing at Alzheimer's. We're laughing with Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
But
we'll laugh again.
If you get a chance, look it up. We're not making this up. Julianne Moore, I love her, but she has this cry that she does in her movie. She did it in Magnolia. She did it in Boogie Nights. She has this like yell cry that she does, this kind of like squeal. And it is just so, in that context, it was hilarious. And maybe we're wrong. Somebody's going to go, you guys are sick. But we thought it was hilarious.
I don't think so. No, we're not sick.
Yeah. Don't put it up. Don't put it up on the show.
I'm not gonna. No, that's not going.
Without sound, it does no justice.
I'll provide a link where they can go to.
Just put a link.
I'm not. Yeah, we're not. I'm not showing you that clip because it's not safe. I'm just not showing that clip. I might just show an image of Julianne Moore. That's it. We'll just do that.
She's great.
But
looking forward to her in Kingsman too.
Yeah, I saw that you tweeted that out. If you follow us on Twitter, you would have known that. But yeah, I saw you tweeted that out. So
not enough people following us on Twitter. Get on that.
Following us more.
I see a lot of people, especially on my friends. Shame. But I see a lot of people.
Call them out, Peyton.
I'll call them out by name. I know who you are. But no, I'll see people. I'll post something on the What to Watch page, some news, and then. Not even a week or two or a few days later, I'll see somebody going, I saw, this makes me so excited. And they link something that's not from our site. And you would have known about it 4 days earlier if you had just liked
We're
our
the
page.
pros at this. We're the pros. Don't trust anyone else.
We're good at this, man.
Don't trust your dad or your mom, your grandma, or your pawpaw who makes hamburgers and none of the grandkids come.
Just come to your second cousins twice removed, Chris and Peyton, here on What to Watch on 3.
We're somewhere in that line, so
we're in
there. But new episodes of Flash.
New episodes of Flash.
And Arrow. And of course we have to plug this out. Supergirl. If you guys have been paying attention. Supergirl.
Have you heard of it?
It's pretty good.
It's a hit show.
It's it's coming back probably for a second season, we hope. More likely it will.
Yeah.
They're going to do a crossover. Supergirl's doing a crossover with The Flash.
Not this week, but next Monday.
So, by the time you guys will see this, will be Tuesday. Hopefully, it will be Tuesday. So, set your DVRs on CBS WRBL News 3 to watch the Supergirl and Flash crossover. The synopsis for it is, the episode's called World's Finest, and the synopsis is that Flash is going to enter Supergirl's world, which is actually Earth 2. So we find that out in National City, and he needs to find a way to get back home.
Have they confirmed that it was Earth 2, or it's just because everything I've read just said alternate universe? Did they say Earth 2?
I've heard Earth 2 from some people,
because Earth 2 looks a lot different than the Supergirl universe.
It does. Because because the Earth 2 that the Flash is presented, it really does. It does look good. So we'll just say alternate universe, but we'll see. But
we'll see.
Set your DVR. This is a good week to do it.
They're two really good shows. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but they're two really good shows, and I think putting them together is just going to be it's going to help both shows. They're just they're so good, and I'm looking forward to. In the comics, there's a moment in the comics where Superman, not Supergirl, races the Flash, and they're racing and they're neck and neck, and then there's this moment where Superman's talking about, I thought you were the fastest man in the world, or I've beaten you before, and you claim to be so fast, and then the Flash goes, well, those races were for charity, and then he just speeds off and essentially teleports through time, and I hope we have a moment like that in this one.
We're probably, I mean, the Flash, that's another thing I loved too. The Flash has already broken those going back in time.
Exactly.
He's did that in his show. He's done that in an episode of Arrow, which was one of the, I think, best episodes of the season. The crossover episodes for what they have done with that show have been great. The ones they've done with Arrow, I think this one's gonna be good. And I like the fact they're doing it, because there's even I've heard people talk about they may try to do Supergirl with Arrow and do a 3-way crossover and see how that might.
I honestly, I don't know how they would do that. I mean, it's hard. It's hard for those Arrow Flash crossovers for them to make them even somehow. It usually leans to them needing Ollie for something else other than fighting crime, and he's just kind of on the sidelines while the Flash actually fights. So it'd be interesting to see Supergirl team up with Ollie, and especially since they're completely different shows tone-wise.
They are tone-wise. I mean, and it actually, to be honest with you, those are some of my favorite Arrow episodes when they do the crossover, because it kind of makes the Arrow's show it's a dark and gritty show. Not dark and gritty like Daredevil on Netflix.
No.
But of all the DC shows that they have, this is one of their darker and grittier shows. So when they, where Supergirl and Flash are the much more lighthearted shows, I kind of like it when they imbue that into them, when they mix the two shows together, because it kind of gives it takes away from that, it's
a nice change of pace.
It is.
Yeah.
I think Gotham could really help out with that if they could mix that.
Gotham
is straight
a drag, man.
But it's straight just. Everything is sad.
Yeah. Are you sad yet? I feel like they should just have a man going, are you sad?
Are you sad?
Are you sad yet?
Are you smoking yet?
Yeah. Are you smoking yet? Family Guy reference. But it is one of those shows where you just feel like, and Supergirl trailer.
Oh, look at that! Our director punching up something. I like that. Ooh,
yeah,
God,
it's
my goodness, Melissa Bonet. She plays a great.
Benoist?
Benoist? I'm sorry, I messed up her name so badly. Either way, she's Supergirl.
You were tongue-tied by her beauty.
I am. I'm tongue-tied by everyone's beauty.
Yeah.
Before we go, there's one thing I want to get back to Batman v Superman. I know that we talked about DC, but I want to ask you, Ben Affleck, Batman. What do you think?
Ben Affleck, Batman. I think he definitely has the acting chops. I've seen him be really good. I've also seen him be really, really bad. So, Daredevil, like I mentioned earlier. But no, I definitely think that he looks good in the Batsuit. He definitely looks like Batman. He looks like Bruce Wayne too, and that's really hard to do because if you watch older Batmen, Michael Keaton. Even though Michael Keaton was a really good Batman, he was good Batman for different reasons than the comic book. He was an interesting character as Bruce Wayne.
Definitely.
Because he's not as he usually, we see Bruce Wayne and he's this cavalier person with, he is putting, Bruce Wayne is actually Batman. And when he is Bruce Wayne, that is him pretending. That's what Batman, the real Batman, is supposed to be. And I think that's what Christian Bale did really well.
Yeah, he did.
With his Dark Knight. And a lot of people criticize him, but I think he did a really good job at portraying the fakeness that is Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, definitely.
But no, I think he is definitely worth giving a chance.
Definitely, I think so too. I'm actually looking forward to seeing that. And as you can see the trailer on the screen right now, this looks to be hopefully a good movie.
Definitely liking Henry Cavill as Superman too.
Oh, yeah,
we don't talk about Man of Steel. We haven't had a chance to talk about Man of Steel. Doesn't have a great track record on Rotten Tomatoes.
It doesn't.
It got mixed reviews.
I understand all the flaws for it. Even when I saw Man of Steel, I kind of did leave a little unimpressed with it. Yeah. But I like the characters. I like the actor portraying Superman.
Yeah.
It itself, I think this was. I think this is the right direction that DC went with it. I think that I think they were like, we got a good Superman. We got a pretty good universe that we like. We can mix these two together and go ahead and put the rest of DC universe. I think it's a good footing stone.
Yeah, it was a fun movie. I think they took it took a lot of courage to do some of the stuff that they did, like spoiler alert, but if you haven't seen it, that's your fault. With killing Zod and doing the whole fatality thing, but I think they handled it really well, and I just enjoyed the movie.
I know a lot of people didn't like it. I liked it.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and say it. That was like when I was sitting there watching the theater, and I was like, "Yo."
Yeah. You heard it here first. What to watch on 3. Stamp of approval with Man of Steel.
Snapping necks.
Yeah. Don't think about it too much.
I might think of snapping neck sound effects if I can find one.
just enjoy the movie. Sometimes some movies deserve that you turn your brain off, and I mean that. I hate that term usually because usually that means the movie's just bad when you say turn your brain off. But
I turned my brain off for the last 45 minutes of Spectre. So
there you go. Spectre was bad. We're getting a question.
In your opinion, which actor played the Batman best?
That's actually a pretty good question. Now I'm going to take this literally. And which character played Batman best? Not Bruce Wayne, excluding Bruce Wayne. I think I did, like I said earlier, I did like Christian Bale's Batman. I did like Michael Keaton. I also really liked Val Kilmer as Batman.
I was like,
the movie was not great, but I do think it gets a lot of crap. I don't think it's as bad as a lot of people say it. Can we say crap on CBS?
Oh, we can say crap. They say worse.
It's online. No one cares.
We're Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
It's on CBS Thursdays.
But yeah, I liked Val Kilmer as Batman, and I also love Jim Carrey's Riddler, but we won't talk about that.
Best, Tommy Lee Jones is Two-Face.
Tommy Lee Jones is Two-Face. They just went overboard with Two-Face. They were like, he has to have 50-50 everything. Women, rooms, tables.
Everything.
The cat is split in half.
Or the Searchinator's Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Sing with me. I have to have a cold palm in every solution.
Two-Face looked like he went to IKEA and put everything together but mixed up everything. They were just all the wrong color, all the wrong shape. Anyways, back to Batman. To answer the question, my favorite Batman is Kevin Conroy. Who you
had to cop out and take that answer.
I had to, because he is consistently the person most associated with Batman. I don't think it's a cop out because he technically is Batman, and he's played. If you don't know, Kevin Conroy has played Batman in the animated series, all the video games. Yep. In multiple movies.
The most recent one that will be The Killing Joke, which DC is releasing. Him and Mark Hamill, who plays the voice of the Joker, in many of those movies and video games, they're going to reprise for roles.
And Mark Hamill supposedly retired from the Joker, so they gave him some money for that. Apparently,
of course.
So
it's not the same without him.
They were like, "Are you working on episode 8 right now?"
No,
okay, here's some money.
Come here.
We need you to sit in a booth for a minute and make $1 million.
You asked Stories on Matches because you stole the answer.
You stole your answer?
So I'll just go with a generic answer. George Clooney, because him playing Batman transcended
Bat
DC
nipple
and to
performance.
say, like, you know what, we really need to work hard on making these movies good. Like, we really need to think twice. I like you, George Clooney, as an actor, but you're Batman. To this day, I will always hold that against you, no matter what you do, no matter what he does.
In his defense, he's gone on record saying that he hated his portrayal of Batman.
It wasn't all his fault.
Yeah, it wasn't.
After going back and watching the movie, I could say it was all his fault.
With so many superhero movies, how do they continue to captivate audiences? They just continue to dole out these amazing. I think what specifically Marvel is doing well with the films, and not so much DC, because they haven't really got started yet. But hopefully, with Marvel, they've created these characters in their singular movies that we care about, and then when they've done such a good job of those singular movies that when they team up in these Avengers and coming up with Civil War, that we see all these characters that we care about singularly teaming up for these big battles, and we're invested. We're invested as a, and obviously they're getting bigger with CGI getting more and more seamless.
Of course. Actually, you're right on the point with that. I think that's the singular movies set up, the one-on-one with the characters that make you want to understand the character and like the character, relate to that character.
Exactly.
Versus if you throw all the characters in one movie, it's a lot harder to get the understanding with it. And I think in some aspect, they think that's where Marvel, obviously, I think has the head over DC. They have spent years building these characters up, building up relationships that they can make these big movies, the Avengers, the Captain America Civil War, to have these huge set pieces. But yeah, I think, what makes captivate audience, I think most moviegoers, if you just make the movie good, if you make it captivating itself, if you make just a good movie, people are going to go and see it. There is some sort of ad nauseum and fatigue that can always happen to a certain genre if you beat it to death. I think James Bond, the 007, I think that's something that it happened with Spectre.
Exactly.
But if you focus on making good movies and tell a good story, that will always win over no matter what.
And they lump them all together in this one category of superhero movies. But if you really look at it, superhero movies, a lot of them are very different from each other. Like Ant-Man is a smaller movie that came out last year. That was this little heist movie, and it was a lot smaller. I mean, it still obviously had these big action set pieces, but it was a lot smaller in scale than say an Iron Man movie or a Captain America movie. And then that being said, Captain America Winter Soldier is this like spy
that's what really switched me. Captain America Winter Soldier, like you said, the detailing in that movie and how the story is told, completely a 180 than what I was expecting.
And then out of left field, you have Guardians of the Galaxy, this space opera film that came out of nowhere. Now you have people saying I am Groot, and you have the little Groot dancing pot plants that they sell in Spencer's, and Rocket Raccoon T-shirts and stuff. I couldn't find before Guardians of the Galaxy came out. People wouldn't know who those characters are. The Groot and Rocket Raccoon or Star Lord or Gamora. Any of those people, you wouldn't know who they are. And apparently, I look like Wolverine. Not so much anymore since I shaved over the vacation.
Well, I'm afraid adamantium claws are going to come out that thing anytime soon. I'm really afraid of that.
Extremely painful. And I would scream.
On that note, we're going to go ahead and end this episode.
Yeah, this is a long episode.
Oh, that's all right. We had to do a preview anyway.
Morgan Freeman is not in this movie.
Morgan Freeman is in this movie? I wish he was. Morgan Freeman can be in any movie, I can tell you that. We will see Batman v Superman later this week. We will have a review up. We will talk about probably more in depth about Ben Affleck as Batman, Henry Cavill as Superman, Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. We'll see how that is.
Gal Gadot.
Thank you. I'm glad he's here because I would have butchered all these names. Jesse Heisenberg. I know it's Eisenberg. And Zack Snyder as the director.
Zack Snyder.
So, and who wrote it? Chris Terrio and David Goyer.
Some nice notes you got there.
Yeah, I got some notes. See, look at that.
We're apparently sponsored by Orville Redenbacher.
Hey now, Orville Redenbacher. I know what you were liking when you made your popcorn. Pepper's Farm knows. Pepper's Farm also knows what you did. Yeah. If you like this episode and you want to see other episodes, you can follow us at What to Watch at Twitter, at WRBL What to Watch.
Yeah.
I messed that up anyway. I was going to say you can go to the website and like us at WRBL.com. Go to the Watch tab. You can see it. Oh, look, there's a Twitter page right there. That's our Twitter. That's what I was talking about before. We also have a website. What is it? W2Watch.com. Facebook.
Yep. Go Facebook.
WRBL and everything else. So there's no reason.
We're
why.
also on Grindr.
We're on Grindr.
Yeah. I'm actually. Yeah, we're not on Grindr. We're not on Grindr. That was a virus I apparently picked up on my computer. Yeah. We'll.
You really get that taken care of.
It's quite worrisome. I had to burn my computer.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know this episode could get emotional at the end. I'll play some sad music for you. I'll play the one we played for Alex when you killed him.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
I think
How's he doing?
He's still dead.
Oh.